Good to go.
This is docket 253502 FH, People of the State of Michigan versus Miles Lancelot Thompson. Counsel, your appearances for the record.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. EPA Bart Buxton on behalf of the people of the state of Michigan.
Your Honor, Jeffrey Kaplan, P74943, on behalf of the defendant. We are both appearing by Zoom.
And where is defendant?
He is at the Center for Forensic Psychiatry, Your Honor. He is appearing by Zoom. I see his name up there.
I see him there. Have we received a report or no?
So yes, Your Honor, we have received a report for criminal responsibility. He has been found criminally responsible. I've been in contact with Attorney Kaplan. It is now my understanding that they wish to get a second independent opinion in regards to that. However, as this has not been set for any dates, I also thought it would be appropriate to get on the record if he wishes to get a second opinion and to get trial dates. I do have those trial dates set.
What are the trial dates?
I think it would be best to set this for a final pre-trial on April 29th at 9 o'clock and then a jury trial on May 22nd at 9.
Is that enough time for you, counsel?
I'm taking a look at my calendar. Actually, Your Honor, I will tell you this. I was not intending to get an independent evaluation, but upon looking at the statute again, what I'd like to do is consult with my chief to get his opinion. So we may not get an independent evaluation, but in the event that we do, I think a couple months should be plenty. If not, of course, we'll inform the court and the prosecutor.
All right,
I plan on talking to him this afternoon, so. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to leave then the final pre-trial April 29th at 9 and the trial May 22nd at 9, and then you all can move those backward, not forward, but backward without me. So if there's a space and you find you don't need that second opinion, that's perfectly fine.
And I just want to confirm, Your Honor, is Mr. Thompson on Zoom? My understanding is
He is
wasn't
on Zoom, but he is not unmiked himself, and I don't know what state he's in at this moment. All right, Mr. Thompson?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I can't see you, but you've heard, all right, can you raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to provide will be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you put your hand down. So your attorney's asking for another evaluation. Is that all right with you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we won't go to trial until May 22nd if we're able to do that based on the results. If you all decide not to go forward with that, then the trial will remain May 22nd with the final pre-trial April 29th. However, it can also be moved backwards so we can have resolution quicker. I'm not going to allow it to be moved forward without really good cause and making that on the record.
Sure.
Do you understand, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so are you currently on medication?
Yes, ma'am.
And does that seem to be helping you?
Yes, ma'am. It does.
Okay, so I need you to stay on that medication, okay? And if you don't like it for any reason, just continue to work with your medical providers and professionals who you're working with. Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
Anything else we need to address on behalf of the people?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
On behalf of the defendant?
Just to reiterate, the final pretrial is April 29th at what time?
9.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor. That's all we have.
Thank you. That's all for this record.
Thank you, Your Honor. Miles, you can log off now. I'll talk to you soon.
We're gonna do Jacob Mashak next. That's Jacory Mashak. I apologize.
Just 3 5.
This is docket 24-169 FH and 24-170 FH and 25-3358 FC. Counsel, your appearance for the record.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Angela Conner on behalf of the people.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Attorney Derek Etheridge from the Office of the Public Defender on behalf of Mr. Machado is in the courtroom standing to my right.
Thank you, sir. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to provide will be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth under penalty of perjury? Thank you. Put your hand down. Have you taken any medication yesterday or today?
No.
Is that a no?
No, ma'am.
Are you supposed to be on medication you're not on?
No, ma'am.
Any sign of fever, COVID, or other illness?
No.
Have you had enough time to speak with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, this is a date for final pretrial. We have a jury trial coming up. I understood, I think last time we were here, and this was moved, that there was no offer. Has there been an offer?
Mr. Machado is not desirous of an offer. He is very firm that he wants his trial dates. We have had a trial set for quite some time. I have spoken with defense counsel. I have gone through my files. I show that defense counsel has all of the discovery. He did take a couple of these, all of these files over for someone else. My intention is I'm going to, after talking with Mr. Etheridge today, and actually I had planned this morning, I'm going to create an Excel spreadsheet that has every piece of discovery for each of the 3 files and when I received it and when we have a proof of service for it. If after that Mr. Etheridge still doesn't have something, I'm perfectly willing to provide it to him. It's 3 files, so a lot of it was overlapping between some of them. But we'll be ready to go on March 13th, which is when our trial date is. We did look, we are the oldest case up on that day. There was a murder that was set on that day. It's my understanding that's going to be moved.
Okay, well, this case is old. I don't know why discovery would not have been shared. What's just are you aware of anything you're missing?
Not aware of anything specific, Your Honor, not at this time. However, prosecutors advised you would make the spreadsheet so I could double check and make sure. As she said, I came on the case for other attorneys. And Mr. Cornish was going to come on the case, but now that he's the acting chief, there should be another attorney that will be assigned to work the case with me. So we should be ready by March 13th, as the prosecutor has said. My understanding is there may be a couple of motions the prosecutor is going to file, and we're just waiting on those to respond to them and see if there's any motions that we need to file based on that.
Can you remind me, were these consolidated?
I'm going to file a motion for joinder, Your Honor. Just the 2 CSC files, not the R&O.
Okay.
And I should say, my file reflects we have sent all the discovery. So, but I do know that since Mr. Etheridge has taken over these files for another person, sometimes people keep discovery in weird places. So that's why I thought I'd do the spreadsheet so that he can go through each and everything.
Okay. Anything else for the record?
No,
Nothing further.
What I want to say to you, Mr. Etheridge, and pass this on to your office is not you should be ready, you will be ready.
Yes, Your Honor.
You good with that, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
You're getting everything you need at the jail?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm gonna see you all back here, March 13th, but let me just ask you, sir, I think we already did this because we've been here a couple different times on the record, but you're not interested in any offers or working with the people on this, correct? And you've made that decision of your own free will?
Yes, ma'am.
And you've talked with all the various counsel you've had, and you've always had that decision. I think I have a couple different times you were in front of me and you've asserted that. I have notes to that. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So no one forced, threatened, or coerced you to make that decision?
No, ma'am.
And no one promised you anything to make that decision. Is all that correct?
That's correct.
Solely of your own free will, you want to go to jury trial, and that's where we're going, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, court is satisfied. I'll see you all at jury trial.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And if you could just get those motions on
Yes.
my docket, because we are very congested, and I want to make sure we have the time.
Yes.
Oh, no, did you bring my new thing up?
You Stanley Henderson.
Right. Who are we doing?
Stanley Henderson.
This is docket 24989 at the HP of State of Michigan versus Stanley Anderson. Council, your appearances for the record.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. AP Bart Buxton on behalf of the people of the state of Michigan.
And thank you, Judge Jonathan Foreman, Office of Public Defender, here with Mr. Henderson standing to my right.
Sir, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to provide will be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, and the total perjury?
Yes.
You put your hand down. Sir, you pled guilty to count 1, weapons carried concealed, pleasurable by 5 years, correct? Remember that?
Correct.
All right. And have you read the pre-sentence investigation report?
We reviewed it earlier this afternoon, Your Honor. Yes.
Did you have enough time to talk with your attorney about it? And you understand that you're for sentencing?
Yes.
All right, very good. On behalf of the people, aside from the date, because someone tell me why we're here like 10 months later?
Judge, you had to cancel your docket on the day that this was originally scheduled for. We've had some difficulty getting it rescheduled, but we're all here now and eager to move forward.
This shouldn't have taken that long. If that happens again, I want you to see me personally. This is not correct.
Understood,
This
Judge.
should not have happened this long. I don't know what happened here, but I certainly have had time to have this. All right, so I need to change the date to 29 January 26, and that would be on the basic information sheet cover page. And I don't see something data in the evaluation plan, doesn't mean it's not there.
I have not seen it either, Your Honor.
And then probably an incident offense, look at that. All right, all changes in regards to the date have been changed. So, I note under the 2 of 3, it says a bench warrant was issued June 11, 2014. This is an ancient case. Was that handled? It says disposition pending.
I don't know that was handled. I don't have a firm answer on that, Judge. I guess I can't provide an answer on that.
Okay, because on the cover page, I would hope that probation would pay attention to this, because on the cover page, it says nothing in regard to this. Sir, do you know?
I'm going to advise him not to answer, Judge.
Well, does he, I mean, he can't answer if there's something pending? You look surprised, so I don't know if they got the wrong guy or what, this is ancient. 12 years ago. How old are you, sir?
Years? Yeah,
How old are you?
34.
How old?
34.
So this would have been when you were 22. Somebody needs to look that up. All right, and it's not on the cover page, so I'm gonna leave it because it might have been tossed years ago. I don't know.
Understood, Judge.
And he received, I suspect, sir, here's what I suspect, counsel, maybe you wanna have a chat with him. I understand your reluctance to have him say anything, but the one of three, he received FIDA. And I have a feeling that what happened was, he would have been on height of probation, something happened. So that maybe they dismissed this and Anali never entered, because we've had that happen in our own courts. So if Anali was supposed to enter, and it didn't, that would be an issue. If not, sir, at some point, you get a speeding ticket or something, you're going to the clink, maybe for no reason. So you gotta clean this up, okay?
Yes.
And you received a non-public record on this other, but it looks to me that they happened similar times, and I have a feeling it might be a paper mistake, a clerk mistake.
I will note, Judge, I'm doing some pretty quick research on the fly here. I just looked up the 19th District Court, and I am seeing no open files except for civil infraction files for my client.
Okay, so, but you see it in the PSIR. It's a
I do
problem,
see it there, yes.
because I don't know where it shows up, and so I don't know why, or maybe you want to talk to probation. You might want to talk to probation and say, where'd you get this? Because we might need to amend this and disregard it, erase it. I don't know. I'm just gonna mark a note on this, unsure,
Understood, Judge, thank you.
because this should not follow him if it's not proper. And if it's out there, it needs to be cleaned up. And if it's out there, I suspect it's gonna be somebody to do their paperwork because of the timing of the other.
Understood, Judge.
Understood.
Okay, so that's just in your best interest, sir, okay?
Yes.
And, yeah, it's curious. So let's figure that out, okay? All right, on behalf of the people, any other corrections, additions, solutions?
No, Your Honor.
Counsel?
There's some biographical things, Your Honor, just based on how long it's been. For example, as he said, he's now 34. I don't know if we need to go through and change all of those because they were accurate at the time that the report was written.
Okay, just tell me where they are, let's go through.
Yeah, so,
So on the cover page, you do 34.
correct. And on the pre-sentence investigation report, on page 1 of that document, it lists his age as 33.
That. So I've got it on the cover page, I changed it to 34.
All right, I think that's where the only place it is, Judge. Thank you.
Okay, so they didn't put it in the evaluation plan.
No,
Okay, anything else you need to correct?
no, thank you.
All right, on behalf of the people, what is your recommendation?
Your Honor, I ask that you follow the recommendation that the probation is given in this matter. Thank you.
Counsel?
Thank you, Your Honor. I guess one of the benefits of how long it's been is that he's proven to you that he can stay out of trouble, and he's done exactly that during the entire time this case has been pending. He's also taken other significant steps since his plea hearing. He's completed a gun safety course. He provided me the proof of that. I wasn't able to print it because of the format, but I was able to provide it to the people, and so I don't think there's any question there that it was done. He's also working towards getting his GED. He informed me he's about 40% of the way there right now. 42% of the way there. He's just kind of doing that as he can pay for it. So it's a bit of a slow process there, but he's on his way. He's working, he has a family he supports, so he's got a lot of things going for him. This was, as the court can see, that he doesn't have a significant criminal history, nothing felonious prior to this. So I'd ask the court to take all that into consideration when fashioning a sentence here.
Thank you, sir. What have you learned from this?
Stay out of trouble. Just stay out of trouble.
Follow the law.
Yeah.
Real simple.
Yeah.
If you don't know it, ask, look it up. You're the Google generation, just Google it. I mean, it's right at your fingertips. You can ask ChatGPT, you don't even have to Google it. So, figure it out. All right, and you gonna finish your GED?
Yes.
Good. All right, I'm gonna give you, I'm gonna order that you complete the gun safety course, you've already completed that, so I'm going to note that that's completed. You're going to pay $68 state cost and $130 crime victims, that's a total of $198. How soon can you pay that?
Was it paid up today?
Great, you get 1 day jail with credit for 1 day, pay it today and this will close. You have 42 days to appeal, I don't know why you would, but I have to give this to you. 42 days to appeal and to request appellate counsel. Do you acknowledge your appellate rights?
And I've handed him the form. Right?
Thank you, go down and pay. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, Wilkerson, Your Honor.
The second one. I did, it's only because.
Second amendment.
The second amendment.
Judge, here's the second amendment.
Is this on our schedule?
Amanda gave us.
Oh,
Yeah, it should be
Oh,
2:30.
it's the 2:30,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Stringle gave us the second amendment already.
We're jumping around.
It happens to the best, okay? It was very fun.
Mr. Stringle already gave us a second amendment yesterday.
Yes.
We got that.
Defense is looking over the plea agreement, will provide you a copy of that.
All right, let me know when you're ready. Not calling, please.
He's got it. When I was looking for the one, I didn't see it. Siri doesn't respond to me.
Just consider it as a 60.
Because I only had to even notice that the court is going to do that. You have notice of that application. That's theoretically what we're going to do, but we have to get back in days, add additional information. Good job, get one shot at the 6,500.
This is docket 25-2521. FC, People of the State of Michigan versus Adrian Dominique Wilkerson. Counsel, your appearance for the record.
Thank you, Sarah pulled on behalf of people.
And good afternoon, Your Honor. Alan Crawford appearing on behalf of Mr. Adrian Wilkerson.
Thank you, sir. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to provide will be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Put your hand down. I understand there's going to be a plea today. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Have you had no time to speak with your attorney?
Yes.
Have you taken any medication yesterday or today?
No.
Are you supposed to be on medication you're not on? Any sign of fever, COVID, or other illness?
No, Your Honor.
Are you a US citizen?
Yes, sir.
And I'm gonna hear in just a moment what you're pleading to. Were you on probation, parole, or bond conditions on another file or before another judge?
No, Your Honor.
Did you graduate high school?
GED.
That's fine.
Yes.
All right. And on behalf of the people, is the plea agreement?
Yes, Your Honor. Upon a successful plea and sentence to count 6 of manslaughter and to count 7 of felony firearm, all as a habitual third offender, the people would move to dismiss counts 1 through 5.
Is there a sentencing agreement?
No, Your Honor.
Full, fair, accurate, and complete?
Yes, Your Honor.
Full, fair, accurate, and complete, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
And counsel, you're waiving the reading counts 1 through 5,
Yes.
and as to the reading of the felony information on behalf of the people.
Thank you. State of Michigan, County of Hingham, in the name of the people of the state of Michigan, the prosecuting attorney for this county appears before the court and informs the court that on or about February 16th, 2025 at 5910 South Pennsylvania Avenue in the city of Lansing, Hingham County, state of Michigan, the defendant didn't count 6, kill Christopher Cuellar Bonilla, contrary to the law. This is a felony punishable by up to 15 years and or $7,500 DNA to be taken upon arrest. And did in count 7 carry or have in his possession a firearm to wit a pistol at the time he committed or attempted to commit a felony to wit manslaughter contrary to the law. This is a felony punishable by 2 years consecutive with and preceding any term of imprisonment imposed for the felony or attempted felony conviction, mandatory forfeiture of weapon or device. Take notice that the defendant was previously convicted of 3 or more felonies or attempts to commit felonies, and that on or about May 23rd, 2018, he was convicted of the offense of witness retaliation in violation of 750-1228 in the 30th Circuit Court for Ingham County, state of Michigan. And that on or about October 22nd, 2008, he was convicted of the offense of carrying a concealed weapon in violation of 750-227 in the 30th Circuit Court for Ingham County, state of Michigan. This is actually a habitual third offender notice, and that the defendant is subjected to penalties, in that the penalty will be twice the maximum sentence of the primary offense, which makes the penalty of manslaughter maximum penalty of 30 years imprisonment at the Michigan Department of Corrections. This was done against the peace and dignity of the state of Michigan.
Thank you. Were the victims consulted?
They were, Your Honor. They are all here present in court.
Thank you. Sir, did you understand what was just read?
Yes, Your Honor.
So you understand count 6, homicide, manslaughter, normally punishable by 15 years and or $7,500, because of the habitual third offense notice, is doubled to 30 years.
Yes, Your Honor.
And as to count 7, weapons, felony, firearm, that is punishable by 2 years consecutively with and preceding any term of imprisonment.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and you also understand that you would have to be responsible for any restitution that's being sought And if you disagreed with the amount of restitution, and restitution is to make the victim whole. And that's for any personal or property damage or loss, expenses incurred as a result of your actions. If you and your attorney decide that the amount is inappropriate, then we'll have a hearing and I will determine the amount of restitution. That amount can go up, it also can go down. Do you understand all of that?
Yes, Your Honor.
And sir, it looks like you signed the advice of rights form. Did you read it before you signed it?
Yes,
Did you understand what you read?
yes,
And if you had any questions about your rights, your attorney was able to answer those?
yes.
Do you have any questions about your rights of this court?
No, Your Honor.
Sir, as to count 6, homicide, manslaughter, how do you plead?
Guilty, Your Honor.
As to count 7, weapons, felony, firearm, how do you plead?
Guilty.
And sir, you understand that by pleading, you're giving up certain rights and defenses you would have had you had a bench trial or a jury trial, such as the presumption is the ability to cross-examine witnesses and evidence, the ability to provide a defense, the ability to have an automatic right of appeal. Now, if you choose to appeal, you first have to ask permission of the Court of Appeals, and the Court of Appeals will only take up your case if they think your issues are important. Do you understand all of those rights you've given up?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And sir, has anyone told you what I will do at sentencing?
Sorry.
Has anyone told you what I will do at sentencing?
No, Your Honor.
Because I don't know. I know very little about your case, the situation. I'm going to learn some more today, but at sentencing, I will be fully informed and then I'll make up my mind. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Now, sir, if someone forced, threatened you, coerced you to plead, promised you something we haven't made a record of, and that's why you're pleading, you need to tell me that now. So if you come back later and say, I should not have pled, I don't have to accept that. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Have you pled of your own free will?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you did that after looking at the evidence, talking with your attorney, considering whatever it is you wanted to, and then you decided to plead of your own free will?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you've been satisfied with the representation of your attorney?
Yes.
I'm going to ask you some questions. Council may have additional questions for you. If you need to rephrase or repeat, please let me know. Did these offenses occur on or about February 16th, 2025?
Yes, Your Honor.
In the city of Lansing County of Ingham, state of Michigan,
Yes, Your Honor.
at a specific location known as 5910 South Pennsylvania Avenue?
Yes, Your Honor.
You came in contact with Christopher Bonilla, Bonilla?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you know Christopher?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you kill him?
Yes, Your Honor.
How did you kill him?
The attack, pulled my
Can
firearm.
you start that over? I didn't hear you.
He said, while attacked, I pulled my firearm. Sir, if this was done in self-defense, we need to go to trial.
No, I pulled my firearm and I fired twice at Christopher Bedelia.
Were you upset with him? What was going on that made you, or just mad at him, didn't like him? What?
It was in the midst of an altercation.
Okay. And was this done in self-defense? Sir, if this was done in self-defense, we need to go to trial. I see you hesitating. I wasn't there.
No.
If you need time to talk to your attorney, I'll give you that time. This is a very important time for you because once you plead, I do not have to allow you to withdraw your plea. So do you need any more time with your lawyer?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, so was this done in self-defense?
No.
There was an altercation,
Yes,
you could have backed off, and you didn't. Is that fair to say?
yes,
And you had a pistol in your possession,
yes,
and you were not allowed to have a pistol in your possession, is that correct?
yes,
And you had that pistol and you fired it against Christopher and he died.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did they take your DNA or was it already on file?
Sure, I probably was on file already.
All right. And you understood it was not lawful for you to have a pistol because of your previous convictions?
Yes, Your Honor.
And additionally, you were previously convicted of 3 or more felonies or attempts to commit felonies in that on or about May 23rd, 2018, you were convicted of the offense of witnesses retaliating against in violation of the statute of the 30th Circuit Court for Ingham County, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And on or about October 22nd, 2008, you were convicted of the offense of carrying a concealed weapon in violation of the statute.
Yes, Your Honor.
And then again, in the 30th Circuit Court for Ingham County, State of Michigan, you committed these 2 offenses, the manslaughter and the weapons felony firearm, which would be a 3rd offense.
Yes, Your Honor.
And you understand that that is why there is this enhancement from the 15-year felony to making it a 30-year.
Yes, Your Honor.
Any additional questions on behalf of the people?
Yes, I just have a little bit of follow-up.
That's fine, I don't have a police report, so
That's
go
okay.
ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. Sir, when this happened, were you at the location of Centerfolds in the city of Lansing?
Yes.
And when the altercation happened, was this a fist fight between you and Mr. Bonilla?
Yes.
And the fist fight was occurring, did you pull a pistol from your waistband?
Yes.
And when you pulled that pistol, did you shoot that pistol directly at Mr. Bonilla?
Yes.
Did you, when you shot the pistol at Mr. Bonilla, did you hit him in the torso?
Yes.
And did you do that with the intent to kill him? Or did you do that with the intent to cause great bodily harm?
Great bodily harm.
And did you do that with the intent to cause great bodily harm, knowing that shooting him in the torso could cause his death, or a very high risk of his death?
Yes.
Okay. And did he die as a result of that shooting?
Yes.
Thank you. I have nothing further.
Counsel, any additional questions?
No, Your Honor.
Our counsel where promises, threats, or inducements other than those already placed on record
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
as court from kind of court.
You have, Your Honor.
Yes.
I find defendant's plea has been freely, voluntarily, knowingly, and understandingly made without undue influence, threats, coercion, or promises of leniency. I also find there are sufficient grounds, therefore counts 6 and 7 will enter along with the initial 3rd offense notice. Counts 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 are hereby dismissed. All weapons and contraband seized are hereby forfeited. Any outstanding warrants related to this file, if any, are recalled and dismissed. Do we have a sentencing date?
March 25th at 9:30.
Does that meet with your schedule, sir?
7 minutes to check, Your Honor.
25th.
That would work.
All right, sir. Any bond is revoked. And you will need to cooperate with probation. They are going to come and see you. And there's going to be a very detailed pre-sentence investigation report completed, and we'll all talk about that at the time of sentencing. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Are you getting what you need at the jail?
Yes.
All right, any medications, anything that you need there?
Uh,
No? All right. And on behalf of the people, is there still, were there no contact orders, I imagine?
Correct, Your Honor, and I don't believe that there's been any violations of that. Thank you.
Okay, so the no contact orders will still remain in effect. Do you understand
Yes, Your Honor.
that? Okay, anything else for the record?
No, you're
No, not from the people, thank you.
Thank you, that's all for this record.
Troy Burks.
Brian, we'll probably need more comments for tomorrow.
Yeah.
I had like 2 or 3 here, and I got like maybe 1 or 2.
Okay.
Hello, how are you?
Very wonderful.
It's better than it was earlier in here, but
Yes.
it's still a little bit.
Yes,
Mhm.
better be too cold though.
No,
Fair enough.
no, you can put more clothes on, you can't take more off.
I guess this is true.
Yeah, you can only take a certain amount of clothes off. You can put as much as you want on. You can only take a certain amount of clothes off.
Yeah, but guess what? I can't put clothes on my hands. So
You have
who
points.
wins? I win. Or what is what I do with
Put it in a ticket, we're gonna need it.
It just started acting.
And then I want you to test that. Next week,
That's
the
what,
printed.
oh, yeah, okay.
All right, well, he makes the copies. This is docket 25-2264 FH and 25-2265 FH. Troy, people of the state of Michigan versus Troy Dwayne Burks. Counsel, your appearances for the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. EPA Burn Bucks, and on behalf of the people of the state of Michigan. There should also be one other file, 25-2266.
Yes, I actually have it in my hand here, but it didn't make it on the schedule, so thank you for letting me know.
Thank you.
All right, and you're ready on all 3 files?
That's correct, Your Honor. Good afternoon, Assistant Public Defender Stephen Flag with some half and Troy Burks today.
And Mr. Brooks, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to provide will be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes,
Thank you. Put your hand down. Have you had enough time to speak with your attorney?
yes,
And I understand there's going to be a plea today, is that correct?
yes.
Have you taken any medication yesterday or today, used any marijuana, alcohol, anything at all?
And my blood pressure and my mental health medicine.
Okay. Okay, good. So-
it.
All right, so you've been regularly taking that, you're feeling okay?
Yeah.
No sign of fever, COVID, or other illness?
No, I had pneumonia like about 2 weeks ago.
It's probably still lingering, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you well enough to go, you still have that cough, we have cough drops if you need any.
Going?
Yeah.
I can
Yeah.
make a first.
Yeah, just grab a couple of ones, dry in here on top of that, right here, see if he wants these. Oh, yeah.
Everywhere I go.
Honey was here.
Thank you.
All right, and sir, is there medication that you're supposed to be on that you're not on?
No, I'm supposed to be on.
Okay, but is there anything that you're supposed to take that you're not taking?
No.
All right, very good. And counsel, he's on his medication, you believe he's oriented to date, time and place and does understand everything?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I do too, he's been able to communicate well, he looks well, so although recovering from an illness. So we will proceed. Sir, do you still live on Larch Street?
Lots.
I have Larch Street as your address.
No, what? I supposed to got that apartment, but come find out when I got out of here, you know, I told her I was gonna go try to get my house. And, a lady over here in Incon jail had helped me do the application and all that. And said the lady supposed to came, said the lady, well, I seen Leah over there. She said the lady come and want to do a phone interview with me, right? She said, when I get out for me to get in contact with the lady. When I got out on bond and I went up to the apartment, that lady told me she never ever heard nothing about me.
So
So he's staying at the
So I've been
shelter
staying
across
there
the
within the
street.
shelter.
okay, so do you have a plan for?
Yeah, I got to try to go another route if I, you know,
Have you applied for Section 8 or anything like
I
that?
can't get to Section 8 because, you know, my,
Your record.
yeah. So I was trying to do, they said they had the 55 and older. So I've been trying to find somebody to try to accept me in that.
Okay, have you gone over to the mayor's office and talked with them?
So who?
The mayor's office. They got resources. I just did a whole 4 months of babysitting the homeless.
Judge, he has a group here, it's in the
Yeah.
program that's helping him. I think it's the
Oh,
ripple effect.
And also,
Okay.
right around the corner from here, right around the corner,
Yeah,
they got a mental place. I've been
Okay.
going there every day.
okay.
We're trying to get research for them too.
Okay, so you
Yeah.
got people you're working with for a
Oh,
home?
yeah, oh, yeah.
Okay,
A
okay.
lot of while he been helping me out, been there for me, calling, talking with me and everything, coming to see me. So
Okay,
he been a good
so
vibe with me.
are you able to work or are you on disability
I'm
or
on
what's?
disability.
Okay, so do you have an address where that's going?
My disability, I had tried to use the shelter over there. Yeah, that's the only address I can use right now.
Okay, but is that working?
No, yeah,
You're
my
getting your
meal,
check?
my meal come there.
Okay, what about you're getting SSI?
Yeah,
Okay, so are they depositing money in an account for you?
no, it come on I got a card.
You got a card?
Yeah, it come on my
Okay.
debit card.
So that's working out?
Yeah,
Okay, good. All right.
they don't give me much food stamp for being over there. They only give me $80-some because I'm in the shelter, because I don't have no address.
Okay, well, hopefully you're gonna get the services and
Yeah.
if not, you let me know. Well, yeah, I need you to keep working with everybody, okay?
I will.
Okay. All right. So, you're a US citizen, correct?
Huh?
You are a US citizen?
Yes.
Okay, very good. And what you are pleading to, were you on probation, parole, or bond conditions before another judge?
No.
Okay. And you had no time to talk with your attorney?
Yeah.
Very good. On behalf of the people, what is the plea agreement?
Yes, Your Honor, there will be a global resolution in these three files. The defendant will be pleading to count 1 in 25-2266 FH. That is the to a plea of domestic violence third offense notice. Upon successful plea and sentencing, the habitual offender status will be dismissed in that file, as well as files 24-2264 FH and 25-2265 FH. There is a kill agreement agreement, no upfront jail at the time of sentencing. And I understand it is not part of the plea agreement, but I would also be asking for any contraband to be seized and forfeited in all three files.
All right, and the files are very bare, so I think he's been abiding by the no contact order, correct?
That's correct, Your Honor, at least to my knowledge.
Very good. Is that full, fair, accurate, and complete?
It is, Your Honor.
Full, fair, accurate, and complete?
Yes.
And counsel, you're waiving reading in their entirety, docket 24-2264, 25-2265 FH, as well as the habitual fourth on 25-2266 FH?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you would agree pursuant to the law and my ability as a judge, I can forfeit and will forfeit today any contraband that was seized?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Sir, is there anything that was seized that you need back?
No.
Okay, well, you know, yesterday they seized poor man, they seized his mother's urn
Huh?
as part of what they took. So
What?
I had that returned. I had that returned. So I'm just asking, so we're all good then, right? You don't need any of that other stuff back.
We all, man, we all right.
I think it was just a bunch of kitchen knives.
Okay, I never know what was seized, but you know, I felt bad for the gentleman who said can I have my mother's urn back? So making sure I didn't know what they took from you. You got 3 files, so. All right, then as to the reading of the felony information.
Yes, Your Honor, the people of the state of Michigan versus Troy Dwayne Burks, State of Michigan, County of Ingham, in the name of the people of the state of Michigan, the prosecuting attorney for this county appears before the court and informs the court that on the date at the location described below, the defendant in count 1, domestic violence third offense notice, on or about November 15, 2024, at 2410 West Willow Street, apartment A207, Lansing, Michigan, 48917, Ingham County, state of Michigan. The defendant did make an assault or an assault battery upon Cassandra Partey, his or her former spouse, contrary to statute. This is a third offense notice. Take notice that the defendant was previously convicted of assaulting or assaulting and battering his or her spouse, former spouse, an individual with whom he or she had a dating relationship, an individual with whom he or she had a child in common, or a resident or former resident of his or her household, or of knowingly assaulting a pregnant individual by violating 750.81 subsection 2 on or about August 17th of 2021, and by violating MCL 750.81 subsection 2 on or about September 3rd, 2013, and therefore upon conviction will be subject to enhanced sentencing under statute. Restitution, this offense, if resulting in damage to another person, individual property, or physical death, or death to another individual, there may be restitution in this matter. I don't believe restitution is being requested, but it's in the information under statute. And this is a felony that is punishable up to 5 years and or $5,000. A consecutive sentence may be imposed under statute if the assault was committed in a place of confinement and against the peace and dignity of the state of Michigan.
Thank you. Sir, did you understand what was just read?
Yeah.
So you understand domestic violence third offense is a felony punishable by 5 years and or $5,000. And restitution would be ordered for any personal or property damage. Now, if you disagree with the amount, if any is being requested, then your attorney will set a hearing in front of me, and then based on the evidence, I'll determine what the amount should be. The amount can go up, it also can go down. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
All right. And it looks like you signed the advice of rights form. Did you read it before you signed it?
Yes.
Did you understand what you read?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay. And if you had any questions, was your attorney able to answer those?
Yeah.
Do you have any questions of this court in regard to your rights?
No.
Sir, as to domestic violence third offense on docket 252266 FH, how do you plead?
I plead guilty.
And sir, do you understand that by pleading, you're giving up certain rights and defenses you would have because you had a bench trial or a jury trial, such as the presumption of innocence, holding the people to their burden of beyond a reasonable doubt that they could not meet that burden. Any counts that they did not meet that on would have to be dismissed. You have the right to cross-examine any witnesses and evidence, but now because you're pleading, you won't have that ability, and you also won't have the ability to choose to provide a defense or remain silent. Your silence could not be used against you. You understand all of that?
Yeah.
And now that you have chosen to plead, if you want to appeal any part to the Court of Appeals, it becomes their decision whether they decide to accept your case. If you had a trial, then if you are unhappy for any reason, if you're unhappy, they take your case, but now it's their decision. You understand all of that?
Yeah.
Now, sir, Have you pled of your own free will?
Huh?
Have you pled of your own free will?
Yes.
So no one forced, threatened, or coerced you?
No.
Other than the plea agreement, no one promised you anything?
No.
And you understand that if you come back later and say, Judge, I should never have pled, I don't have to accept that?
Yeah.
And you chose to plead after you talked about everything with your attorney, is that correct?
Yeah.
All right, you've been satisfied with your attorney's representation?
Yes.
Now, has anyone told you what I will do at sentencing?
Huh?
Has anyone told you what I will do at sentencing?
No.
Because I don't know. When I know more about the case and I'm fully informed, I'll make up my mind. But right now, I know very little. I'm gonna learn a little bit, but I won't be fully informed until sentencing. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
All right. Sir, did this offense occur on or about November 15th, 2024? It's a long time ago.
I can't remember.
Okay.
Because
So-
no, the reason I can't really remember, because I just had got out the hospital, just had got out of coma, you know, because I had almost died. I was in Sparrow Hospital. I was in coma for like almost 2 weeks. My thyroid had closed up on me because they was giving me the wrong medication. That blood pressure med, that Celecoil, it had messed me up. And then they had tools, and then they was giving me 2 different types of Pid-9 and all this stuff. So it kind of, you know, I didn't know nothing.
Okay.
I ain't know, I really be honest with you, I ain't know this, that even did any of that
Well,
stuff.
did that happen to you around sometime in the fall of 2024?
Yeah,
Okay, so, and this incident happened shortly thereafter?
yeah, I think like in March or something like that, if I'm mistaken.
Well, this says November, now you got.
There was one foul that occurred in March of 2025.
Okay, yeah, so I have a March, I have a March 31st of 2025, and I have, let me see, the other one has, December of 2024.
This stuff, I don't even remember all that stuff.
Okay, so, but you're not, let me just ask you this, you're not disputing that date?
No.
All right.
No, I'm not disputing
And
none of it.
would that have been in the Township of Lansing County, Bingham State of Michigan?
Yes,
And did you come in contact with Cassandra Partee?
we living together, that's my wife, we have 20 years,
Okay,
yes.
and so, at that time, did you assault her?
Yes.
Well, so it sounds like you don't remember. Do we have a police report I can use?
Yes.
I don't want you to guess, sir. It's okay. They should have a police report.
I do have a police report if you want to do a no contact due to
Yeah, sir,
lack of
sounds-
independent recollection.
Yeah, have you talked to an attorney about what happened to you?
No, because like I said, while I was in the hospital and stuff, you know, it's all that. Why come up, why came out?
Let me just ask you this, okay? What happened to you was because doctors, wait a minute.
Uh-huh.
What happened to you in the hospital is because doctors gave you the wrong medicine? Or did you take something on your own?
No, they gave me this medicine.
Okay, so you might want to talk to an attorney. If you really are messed up, counsel, you should advise him further that he may have some other recourse.
Yeah.
Okay? Okay, sir?
Yeah,
Okay.
cause I ain't been around, I don't even talk right no more.
Yeah, okay, and I get that, so there
Yeah.
are people who can help you and maybe anyways, I don't wanna give you any legal advice, but I am concerned and, you know, it's affected your ability to live and to work, so talk to counsel and he can refer you or do whatever.
Okay,
I may put you in touch with somebody that can help.
okay,
Very good.
yeah,
And counsel, so sir, I know you pled guilty and I appreciate you taking responsibility, but
take
let's do
responsibility.
let's do a no contest plea. No contest has the same effect as a guilty plea, but because you don't have independent recollection, counsel's going to allow me to use the police report. Is that okay with you?
Yes,
All right, so as to count 1, domestic violence, third offense, how do you plead?
plead guilty. No contacts.
No contest, and that's because of lack of memory, is that correct?
Yeah.
And we've just gone through that, and I'm very clear that you don't have any recollection, so we're gonna use the police report, okay?
There's my approach it's from the November 15th incident.
All right, and Counselor stipulating that I may receive this?
Yes,
Yes,
Your
Your Honor.
Thank you, appreciate that cooperation, all right. I have Lansing Township Police Department, case number 2484301642. And it does indicate that this event occurred on November 15th, 2024, at approximately 11:45 p.m. The nature of this incident was assault and battery, and it was deemed to be domestic because the victim and defendant had lived together, also by defendant's own admission, I think more than one time on this record, but it's also indicated in the report. And it does appear that this occurred in the township of Lansing, county of Ingham, state of Michigan, at a specific location known as 2410 West Willow Street, apartment A 207. Officers arrived and were dispatched to this address, the ROD, R-O-D, Door, D-O-O-R Apartments, for domestic assault. When they arrived at 50 hours, they activated the body-worn camera and made contact with Cassandra Partee. And she stated her ex-husband, Troy Burks, was over and got mad because she would not give him money for drugs. And she stated Burks bent her middle finger on her left hand in the opposite direction it is supposed to be. She stated that Burks left shortly after, and she believes he went to a different apartment in building A, or in a building. Partee stated Burks does not live there and does not have any belongings there. She had a video of Burks leaving the apartment building, and officers sent her a link to evidence.com. She also stated that he does not have a permanent address and does not have a phone, and she wanted to press charges, and photos were taken of her hands, and those photos were also uplifted or uploaded to evidence.com, and then she was transported to the hospital for evaluation. I think that meets the criteria, and the council would stipulate that this was not done in self-defense, but rather on anger, correct?
But rather what?
Rather on anger.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And do council wish any additional information to be placed on the record in regard to these, this offense?
The people are satisfied, Your Honor.
We are satisfied. I think the one thing, I don't know if we need to make this is a DD third, I think we need to have.
Oh, yes.
The two prior
But in
domestic.
regard to the incident?
Yeah, incidents from
All right.
satisfied.
So then, council would also stipulate that this would be a third offense in that on or about August 17th, 2011, and also on or about September 3rd, 2013, the same statute, the domestic violence statute was violated, so this would be a third offense. Is that so stipulated?
So stipulated.
Just we are.
Thank you. Is there anything else that you would like to place on the record in regard to this?
Nothing with regards to the plea, Your Honor.
All right. Our council, where promises, threats, or inducements other than those already placed on the record?
No, Your Honor.
Nothing else
As
in
part
regard
of
to
the
that.
fight for rule?
Yes.
You have, Your Honor.
I find defendant's plea of no contest to be appropriate given his lack of memory and his medical condition at the time, which still seems to affect him. And I also find that his no contest plea has been really voluntarily, knowingly, and understandingly made without undue influence, threats, coercion, or promises of leniency. I also find there are sufficient grounds to accept defendant's no contest plea. Therefore, count one will enter the habitual offender fourth offense notice on this docket 252266 FH is dismissed, as well as docket 252264 FH, 252265 FH are dismissed in their entirety. Any outstanding warrants related to any of these or all three of these files, if any, are also recalled and dismissed. And any contraband on all three files is hereby forfeited. Do we have a sentencing date?
March 25th at 10 a.m.
I can make that work,
Was that when the last, I think we need to make it at 10:30 because
I
that
thought I had
last
the last
one
one
might
at
take an
9:30.
hour.
That was it.
The homicide is right before that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
So I don't want you to sit around
Right.
waiting. I think, let's do it at 10:30 on March 25th, 10:30. So now, sir, I need you to go downstairs and council please direct him to probation. I need you to meet with them. They're going to do a very detailed report. We're gonna talk about that at sentencing, okay? Do you have any questions, sir?
Oh, yeah, get this double thing off my leg.
We were getting there.
Oh, do we need to put the tether? Do we need to?
He
put-
has a tether on, we're asking to tether off.
I've been on this since I've been.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it off. I don't think there's any, we're gonna get the tether off, sir, okay?
Thank you.
Okay.
You can go out to JST later today.
Okay, I'm gonna sign an order, if you
Yeah.
just give me a minute,
Yeah.
because we have an order, and otherwise they're gonna call us, and we're gonna put
Yeah.
a phone tag and all that, so we have a standard order. Ryan's gonna.
I'm aware of.
Yeah, so, yeah, in the future, if you just grab the order ahead of time, we'll just do it ahead of time, and then we can make a record.
I'll do that next time, Judge. I'll let my rest of my office know. too.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
I don't know.
yeah.
Hey, Miss Aquilina,
mhm,
if I go to mayor's
Man, I don't
council,
think it would matter.
right, just say we wanna go to mayor's council, try to work out our marriage, could you make that happen for us?
yes, it can, talk to me at sentencing, or come to me ahead of time, and I will, what I do, sir, is I allow you to have contact for counseling,
Okay,
for counseling.
uh-huh,
If you two wanna get together, I don't have jurisdiction over her,
okay,
but if, at sentencing, if she's here and y'all wanna get together, I will order marriage counseling,
Okay.
domestic violence counseling, that you
Okay.
participate, but you can't attend, you can't go there with her or leave with her. You can participate in the meeting with her, and then when the probation and the therapist say that you can be together, then you can be together. But first we need you,
Oh, they gotta say it,
yeah, I gotta
Oh,
have
okay.
you change your ways.
okay, I don't change, I'm too old, man, I'm too sick, too old for that now.
All right, what, she wants you back? All right, well, hopefully you don't know that because.
I
you
ain't gonna
didn't
lie to you, tell you the truth.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
okay, so don't have any contact with her.
No, I'll try to do stuff the right way.
So, well, the right way is roses, not bruises.
That's right.
The right way is you get angry, you take a walk around the block,
That's right.
or you go spend the night with your friend or something, you just walk away. We gotta just change your way of thinking when you get mad, okay? And when I think it's safe, and when a trained therapist think it's safe, then you can try it again. But understand, I got 3 files here, you got a whole lot of things dismissed. Your old butt might be in prison if you do this again, sir.
No.
And you don't wanna be in front of me, we got a deal, right?
Yes, we do.
And you made other deals too, didn't you?
Yeah.
With someone of a higher power?
Yes.
Okay, you gotta keep your deals.
Judge, I'm letting down.
Okay.
Put all 3 file numbers on there just in case. I know 2
Oh, yeah.
I know 2 were dismissed, but I don't want it, I
I'm
don't want
good
one.
with that.
Yeah, I
Thanks, Mike. Yeah. Good point, good call.
It was Romero.
Yeah.
You and me?
Yeah, that's.
Was it?
Great.
That's a pretrial service.
I know.
You still need to call him.
Oh, yeah, I'll call him every Tuesday.
We need to call.
I did. I already took care
I
of
talked to
it.
Greg every time.
What'd they say?
Don't miss a
We'll put a
beat.
ticket in.
Maybe next week?
You don't wanna go for
She
probation?
told me last week that he had control of it.
Where?
Obviously, because I've touched
No,
it.
we're supposed to have control of it, but it's at 65 and it's not 65 anymore.
Yeah.
You might want to give city helpers a copy.
Okay, I'm gonna make a lot. Hey, Steve, just hang tight, I'll be right back.
So Mr. Files, and you're gonna show them downstairs for that appointment? Okay.
Hang tight for like
So
5
I'll
minutes.
see you in March.
Okay, Ms. Aquilina, instead of me going, cause I don't have no way to wait out there, no Mesa get this done, can they do it, take it off downstairs? At the probation time?
I don't know. All you can do is when you go down, here's what you do, sir. When you go downstairs to probation,
Troy, your friend's gonna help you.
okay, but when you goes downstairs to
Yeah.
probation, see if they can help out. Tell them you don't have a ride, but I ordered it off.
Okay,
I don't know if they can come to you. I'd like to run the world, but they don't let me, so.
I know.
Judge, I think
That's
he has to
fine.
go out there because if you take it off for them, they might charge him with,
Yeah, you don't wanna take it
Yeah.
off yourself.
yeah, or have probation.
Who should you what you talking about? I ain't forget no warrant out on me, thank you. brother.
That's right. Thank you.
Thank you.
We're gonna do Nikita Taylor next.
Okay. This is docket 23652FH, People of the State of Michigan versus Nikita Taylor. Counsel, your appearance for the record.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. AP Burbucks on behalf of the people of the state of Michigan.
Good afternoon again, Your Honor, Assistant Public Defender Stephen Feigelson on behalf of Ms. Taylor.
Ms. Taylor, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to provide will be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth and the penalty of perjury?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. You put your hand down. Do you still live on Kalamazoo?
No, I do not. On where?
Kalamazoo.
Okay.
What's your new address?
307 North Catherine, Lansing, Michigan, 48917.
Who lives there with you?
I'm sorry.
Who lives there with you?
Right now, that's my dad's address.
Is that where you're living or you kind of hang out at?
I'm living there until I move into my new house, which I don't know the address there yet.
Okay, are you working?
I just got offered a job,
Where?
Ballard's Cleaning.
Okay. Ma'am, you were on bond conditions and I have a bench warrant that says you should be held in contempt for failure to appear for a criminal pretrial conference on November 6, 2024. Now, maybe council can help me. I don't know if that was a final pretrial because, so this needs to be amended. That's actually what I see is it would have been not a criminal pretrial, but a final pretrial conference.
Judge, that probably does track. I was here.
Yeah.
In that regards.
Yeah, because I have she was here for the pretrial conference, which was September 11, 2024. You all signed it. And then it set final pretrial conference on November 6, 2024 at 1 p.m. And she failed.
What was the date again?
November 6, 2024 at 1 p.m.
Thank you.
And then the jury trial was set for December 6, 2024. And we were here, but she was not here. On November 6, 2024, I amended this bench warrant, so now it's an amended bench warrant to read final criminal pretrial conference. Is there any objection?
No objection.
No, your objection, Your Honor.
All right, ma'am, do you understand the violation?
Yes, Your Honor.
Have you taken any medication yesterday or today?
No.
Are you supposed to be on medication you're not on?
No.
Any sign of fever, COVID, or other illness? Any, do you need a hearing?
Yeah, I'm having a hard time hearing.
Okay,
Sorry.
all right. Here. That's probably too loud. Is that,
Listen,
Is that too
Okay.
low or good enough?
yeah, it's better.
okay. So, I'm sorry, I don't know where I was. Did you take any medication yesterday or today?
No, Your Honor.
Is there medication you're supposed to be on that you were not on?
No, Your Honor.
Any sign of fever, COVID, or other illness?
No, Your Honor.
Have you had an opportunity to speak with Mr. Feigelson?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. Feigelson, what is going to happen here? A plea, a hearing?
I believe she wishes to enter into a plea, Your Honor.
And are you waiving, reading of the, or any further arraignment on this
Yes,
violation? All right, and let me just ask you this, counsel, is there going to be a plea today on the charge?
No, Your Honor, here's what's happening. I know she had missed court because she was up in Bear River. This whole case started, I'll get too much into the facts about her issue with substance abuse. So we're working towards some resolution. I need to get some information
Okay.
to.
So are you telling me that she was at Bear River on November 6th?
Yes, Your Honor.
Well, then this bench warrant has to be dismissed.
Yeah.
On behalf of the people?
Your Honor, the people don't have any paperwork that she was at Bear River. If the people would have some kind of paperwork to show that she was at Bear River, the people would feel more comfortable with dismissing dismissing the bench warrant, but without any paperwork or documentation that shows she was at Bear River, people are concerned that.
Well, if she's lying to me, there's contempt of 93 days. Were you at Bear River, ma'am?
The Bear River, yes, Your Honor.
So you couldn't have made it?
Right, Your Honor.
So if this happens again where you're residential, you tell them and they'll do a Zoom call.
Okay.
So you could have attended that way. You need to let your attorney know, because here we are and somebody else didn't have that slot on my docket because you didn't show up.
Right, Your Honor.
So based on that, I'm gonna withdraw this. How much jail have you spent?
I've been in jail for 22 days, Your Honor.
22 days?
Yes.
I don't know how you weren't brought in front of me. I've been doing bench warrant hearings like almost every day. And so that shouldn't have been, especially if you were in Bear River. So counsel, that happens again. I want to see her immediately on my lunch hour.
Oh, I wasn't even certain, didn't even know she was in custody, Judge.
Yeah, well, we gotta take care of this problem because we're wasting county money in the jails and then everybody wants a raise or pencils and there's no money for it. So let's figure it out. Man, you gotta let somebody know.
Your Honor, I wrote you a letter, but I don't believe you received it yet.
I didn't receive it.
Okay.
Because what happens is when people, just so you know, when people write me a letter, I can't read it because it's called ex parte communication, one side without the lawyers. So what happens is it gets somewhere, hopefully, somebody, and it's a lot of letters I don't see, so I don't know what happens to them. But it goes to my office, when we receive it, it goes to counsel and then it goes to me. So if I would have seen that, I would have said, bring her over now. And sometimes the sheriff will even say, let's go on the lunch hour and bring you over. And there's always a public defender here, so.
Sorry.
Judge, we're working towards a resolution. I need to gather some more information about Bear River and present that to Mr. Buxton as possible. This may lead to either a dismissal or a different resolution.
So 22 days of credit for 22 days, bond and bond conditions continued. Ma'am, you need to check in with pretrial services weekly. They're not here, but I'm assuming then it should also say, failed to check in with pretrial services, which you should have been doing as well, so. They didn't file it, I don't know the situation, so this is like a huge warning.
Okay.
Because if you do this again, I leave you in jail.
Okay.
And then I feel, you know, when I feel like it. Okay, so
So can we get this set for an additional, another final pretrial so that we can,
we're gonna reinstate bond and bond conditions. You're gonna check in with pretrial services weekly. We are going to set, how much time do y'all need for final pretrial?
What I was looking at the dates, Your Honor, and it looks as if we do a final pretrial on March 18th, and then a potential jury trial on April 10th if needed.
that's ample time so I can anticipate getting some information to Mr. Buxton as well as Ms. Matusko. I've been talking with in regards to this case,
So
so.
final pretrial, March 18th, what time?
At 9 AM,
And trial, you said April what?
April 10th at 9 AM.
All right, ma'am, so you need to keep in contact with your attorney. Every address change, every phone change, every employment change, you need to report to pretrial services. We have to be able to find you. If not, you just go back and lock up and
Get lost.
then, yeah, you get lost over there and it's not a nice place to live, is it?
No,
And it's really not a good fashion statement, right?
Actually, not.
And you probably wanna get home and do your hair right, right?
Yeah, I do, Your Honor.
Well, then, keep in contact. I'm in here.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
so
That's all
much.
for the record.
So you're dismissing the business, but she's in consent of family to,
Yeah, no, just, no, because they never alleged it. They should have, I think, so just do,
Later today.
recall, dismiss, 22 days of credit for 22 days. That's what it says.
so what does she get credit for?
Because we held this. Just do it on, do it on the bench warrant, but it was call. That's what she was actually lodged in. So she'll get it on the primary offense. If I hold her in good time, she won't get the credit.
Yeah, so she'll get credit for it when she said, but that comes up on their PSIR, isn't it? She,
I don't know if he had a question.
look at that, you guys.
Did you have a question?
No, there's a.
Oh, I thought
So
he was
who's
trying to
gonna
get your attention.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. What,
Any other day, yes.
did I lose my?
Because Summers and Avery.
Did I lose my schedule? Who's next? Do you know who's next? Summers? Oh, wait. No, I got it. So,
Oh, agree. That's good.
Luke, are you ready in Amory?
We're minutes away.
Okay. Is Ms. Wanji ready?
He is here.
Yes, I believe so. He just needs to be brought up.
Summers is.
Okay, then we're ready on go on Summers.
And is there gonna be a plea on Amory?
Yes, there's gonna be a plea on Avery.
Brian, how do I reboot my, just my word? Oh, I need to shut down words.
You might hit that control up.
Oh,
And then go find the Word document and then in task.
oh. All right, this is docket 24-409 FH and 25-3362 FH. People of the state of Michigan versus, is it Jaron? Jaren. All right, thank you very much. Jaren Michael Summers. Counsel, your appearances.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. EPA Burt Bucks on behalf of the people of the state of Michigan.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. My name is Mr. Summers, who is at the podium with his attorney.
Thank you. Sir, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to provide to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth and the whole perjury?
Yes.
Thank you. Put your hands down. Have you taken any medication yesterday or today?
No.
Are you supposed to be on medication? You're not?
No.
Any sign of fever, COVID, or other illness?
No.
Have you had enough time to speak with Ms. Wanchi?
I don't know.
Did you want more time?
Not really.
Okay, well, I have, you are on bond conditions on both of these files. And I have a bench warrant. It's not your first bench warrant. But I have the following allegations against you. Defendant failed to report to pretrial services on September 25th, 2025, or anytime thereafter. And defendant failed to make contact with probation department to set up his pre-sentence investigation interview. Are those the violations that you are aware of, Ms. Wanji?
Yes, Your Honor.
You discussed them with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sir, do you need more time to discuss them with Ms. Wanji?
I do not.
And sir, you could be, if you're found in contempt, you could serve up to 93 days in jail and or $7,500 if you wanted to have a hearing that is by preponderance of the evidence, meaning more likely than not. For these kind of violations, it's not beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand all that? So you're still innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt on the file that you haven't pled to, but you would be presumed guilty on the file you pled to. Do you understand that?
I don't know.
So there's a file. Was there a file that was dismissed for the plea?
Your Honor, I believe it's not been dismissed as of yet. I believe there is a agreement for it. Let me double check the plea offer, Your Honor.
All right, so there's still a presumption of innocence on that. However, he pled on the one file.
Correct.
Show up for the PSIR. So do you understand how that works, sir?
I don't.
I believe he pled on both, Your Honor.
Was it on both?
I believe there's a plea on both. I'm seeing a plea in 25-3362 to count 2 and count 4. People dismiss count 1 and count 3. And on file 24-409, there is a plea to count 1, the CCW, and dismiss count 2, the RNO.
Okay, so sir, you pled guilty on these files. Probation, but up until you pled guilty, you were innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You chose to plead, so now you're presumed guilty on the charges that you pled to. Now, probation violation or a bond violation, and you're currently on bond, not yet on probation because you apparently didn't show up for the report. Failure to show up for the pretrial services would be a bond violation. That is not a presumption of innocence beyond a reasonable doubt. That is by preponderance of the evidence. So if you want to go into a hearing, the people would have to show by preponderance of the evidence that you failed to comply with bond conditions. And preponderance of the evidence means more likely than not. Do you understand all of that?
I don't
Well,
understand.
what question do you have, sir?
I don't know what none of this means. I'm only here to show cruel and unusual punishment, unlawful imprisonment. I've been in jail without being denied phone call, so I don't even feel like an inmate. I feel like a prisoner of war.
Okay, how long have you been in jail?
I was locked up last Thursday, denied phone call. I can't defend myself. Can't get
You're
legal
fair enough, sir.
representation if I wanted to.
You got a lawyer here. You want a different lawyer?
I mean, I don't have a choice. I mean,
You
I'm
do
not
have-
saying, I'm
Wait a
I'm not
minute.
knocking Ms. Wanji, but even if I wanted a different lawyer, how could I contact somebody? when
I got Luke Goodrich in the back. He's an excellent lawyer. I'm sure he can look at your file and meet with you if you're not happy with Ms. Wanji, or if you want to have two lawyers, I'll have Mr. Goodrich and Ms. Wanji meet with you.
I'm saying I'm a prisoner of war, not an inmate.
Sir, you're not a prisoner of war.
That's not how I feel.
I am
Just don't
certain.
feel like a fair trial, so.
Wait a minute, you pled of your own free will. We went through all this, didn't we? And you decided to plead of your own free will. And if you want, I can take 15 minutes. My court reporter can look it up and read back the words that you said. You want to do that? You pled guilty to a few counts, and then a few counts were dismissed, which means you're under our jurisdiction once you got charged, and then, of course, once you pled, and you were told to report to pretrial services, and then probation as well, so we could get to sentencing, so we could look at rehabilitation.
Those statements were under pressure and coerced.
By who?
Yeah, I'm sitting in jail, this is what y'all do, y'all pressure me, pressure people to take on crazy plea deals. So, but you can continue.
I can't continue, sir. First of all, I'm not sure that you're competent at this moment. I don't know what's going on here. You also have told me you need more counsel and that we don't have valid pleas. Those are all important issues.
Okay, I said what I said.
And I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. Please bring Mr. Goodrich in here. Nothing against you, Ms. Wanji, but let's clear this up right now. The three of you could meet. Or if you prefer, he can simply meet with Mr. Goodrich. This is not a very difficult issue. I'm sure with waiting a few minutes, we can take care of this. Because sir, the longer that we go forward with this, and I don't know whether you want to look at withdrawing your plea or what have you, but I want you to be satisfied you've had enough time to talk with attorneys, so I'm giving you two attorneys. They're both excellent attorneys. They're in front of me all the time. In fact, Mr. Goodrich, for several years, was my law clerk.
All I want is my legal phone call, which I've been denied.
Sir, once you're in
Contact me.
those handcuffs in the jail, and once you're under our jurisdiction, you can't wear the clothes you want. You can't, go to bed without people watching you. You can't do nothing without it, including a phone call. I don't know why you were restricted with the phone call. That's a different issue for me. Where's Mr. Goodrich? Mr. Goodrich, I need your help. Here's my file. Here's my file. I want you and Ms. Wanji to meet with defendant. He's uncertain that he has been treated fairly, that he pled properly, and he seems to think that I won't get him another lawyer or an additional lawyer. And you're here, able-bodied. We've worked together a long time. And now you have two very competent lawyers. Let's go off the record. Let's have a chat. Thank you.
Thank you. Where would you like us to?
Well, we all can leave. You can meet here. I'll just ask the deputy. What would you prefer?
Go back there.
You can, they all go back
Brian?
there? Great.
Tell Mr. Amory.
Yeah, is he in the hall?
He was in the bathroom.
Okay.
Going back to that.
Yeah.
I'll let him know.
Tell him it will just be a few minutes. Thank you.
I got you.
record, sir, I'm gonna remind you, you're still under oath. Now, you had an opportunity to speak with Ms. Wanji and Mr. Goodrich. Now, we had a chat, both your lawyers and I had a chat, and I understand you don't wanna plead to the violations, and quite honestly, sir, I don't care about the violations. I care about getting you to sentencing so we can move forward with what's going on here. You can move forward with your life and we can get you rehabilitated or whatever we're gonna do. So I need you to complete the pre-sentence investigation report. So let me just have a chat with you. What I wanna do is I will release you from jail, reinstate bond, as soon as you talk with probation, and then you'll have to report, when's our next sentencing, March?
March
25th at 11 a.m.
March 25th at 11 a.m. You be here March 25th at 11 a.m.?
I don't really have a choice. I still got this other case, so they're not gonna let me off. I'm
What
still
other
gonna,
case?
still gonna be a prisoner of war, because they won't let me make a phone call.
Sure,
from
well,
the jail.
we'll talk about that in a minute. What other case? I got 2 cases here. Are you telling me there's a 3rd case?
Well, unless
Where
they
is
are,
that?
You know what, Your Honor, I just looked it up, it appears he's got a PCC in the 54B District Court. It looks as if it is set, it is
What
set.
is it?
It's set for it's for resisting and obstructing a police officer and trespass. It is set for a PCC on January 30th and a preliminary examination on February 5th.
Great, so when that gets bound over, counsel, we're gonna do the sentencing and look at the new case, and if you wanna do something before that and see if there's any resolution, let me know. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know if he needs mental health evaluation or simply anger management. I don't know. Are you assigned to that case?
At this time, he declined having a public defender.
Why, sir? You wanna be represented by counsel, you told me that.
I said at the moment,
Okay,
and I don't need either, because I'm innocent until proven guilty, right? So you just assume that I need one of
I
those.
didn't assume anything, sir. I said, if it gets bound over in front of me, we'll handle it. Sometimes the people just say, we're gonna dismiss it. And sometimes you just say, I want
I
to
said I don't need mental health or anger management.
Okay, well, I got, you pled guilty to police officer assaulting, resisting, obstructing a felony punishable by 2 years and or $2,000.
That's a
And you
statement that was
also-
coerced.
And you also pled guilty to count 1, weapons carrying concealed. That's a felony punishable by 5 years. Are you telling me you want to withdraw the plea? How were you coerced?
Said under the pressures of being in county jail as a prisoner of war.
Where's the war? Where's the war, sir? I served in the military for 20 years. I fully understand war. I lost brother and sister soldiers. You are not in a war. You're in a court because you violated the laws of the state, which you told me you did. Now, if you want to withdraw, we can set this for a sentencing and or a withdrawal so that we don't waste any more time. And we can get the transcript and we can have a hearing. Ms. Wanji, were you the attorney of record on?
I was, Your Honor.
All right. And as I recall, he pled there was no upfront jail and he got a deal on both files.
That's the case, Your Honor.
And he testified that he was satisfied with your representation, that he was pleading on both files of his own free will. Do you recall that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you recall that, sir?
I do.
I also told you that if anyone forced, threatened, or coerced you, or promised you something that was not part of this record, you needed to tell me then, because I could not withdraw the plea after that time. So you had an opportunity to talk with me. I am not an unreasonable judge. I try to help people. Within the limits of what I can do. And you may not believe that, but I was a practitioner representing people like you 20 years before I got onto the road. I fully understand all sides of this. I was in front of judges that if you did what you did today, they just hold you in contempt and see you several months from now. They wouldn't give you a second lawyer. They wouldn't listen to you. I didn't want to be that kind of judge. So I am here listening. I've given you a second lawyer. I was advised you don't want to plead to the bond violation. Quite honestly, I don't care about that. I just want to get on to sentencing and rehabilitation. Honestly, I don't have to honor the no upfront jail because you didn't show up. But you see, sir, I want to get this moving forward so you can move past it. So I'm still going to honor it at this point. But I need the pre-sentence investigation report. So once that's done, you can get out of jail. I don't know about this other case. But what I said though is, if that gets bound over, we're gonna deal with all of it. So you don't have to keep coming back to court and you can focus on getting your probation done. Now, if you're not happy with that, you can talk to counsel, you'll have some time. As I said, we'll have a hearing, we'll get a transcript, I'll make a decision. What would you like to do, sir?
We can continue as we were.
Very good. Then it's the order of this court that you cooperate with probation, you answer their questions, they're going to do a very detailed pre-sentence investigation report. Once you do that, I am reinstating bond and bond conditions, check in with pretrial services weekly. I am going to see you March 25th at 11 o'clock. And then we're gonna handle all your matters, whether it's these 2 files or whether there's 3 files, whether there's 10 files, we're just gonna deal with it, sir. And get everybody moving forward in their life, okay? I don't know what's going on here because I'm not fully informed. I only know what you pled to. I don't know anything about the other allegations. If it gets found over, I will know. People will look at it and your attorney will look at it and we'll figure it out. I need you to cooperate with us. I need you to not tell me you're a prisoner of war. Tell me why you're not using the phone. Did the sheriff tell you you can't use the phone? Because I don't recall, I don't have any notes in my file saying you can't use the phone. Were you disrespectful over in the jail? What happened?
I was denied the phone call.
Why?
I have no reason why. I mean, I have no idea
Who do
why.
you want to call?
So, call my family.
Okay, so let's put in the court note that he is allowed to call his family. There, I ordered it. Anything else you need, sir?
I didn't take a shower. They denied me a shower, trying to make me look crazy and deranged.
Well, they can't deny you a shower, so I'm going to order that you take an immediate shower. How's that? You need anything else?
I'm sure I'll think of something later.
All right. Well, I'm not going anywhere unless God takes me. So you type me, you call your lawyer. She knows my number. She's got my cell phone. She's here every day in this courtroom, in this building. She can get me any lunch hour. I'm going into a homicide trial, so you'll be very busy. But you know, my lunch hours, I listen to people, I talk to lawyers, and we handle situations. So if there's a situation, I want to know about it. I'm trying to respect you, sir. I need you to respect the officers, your attorneys, and the process. Okay? Including the laws. No more trouble in the jail or anywhere else. So we can get on with this. You can put all this behind you. People make mistakes. This is how you recover from that mistake, what you learn from it. There is no human being on the planet who hasn't made a mistake. A mistake is a teachable moment, so you can go forward. That's all it is. I want you to look at it like this, and let's get forward with your life. Let's take your shower, and if you need a haircut, or you need some medicine, or whatever it is you need, the jail is really not there to harm you. They are there to keep you safe. I know you don't believe that. I've ordered the phone calls, I've ordered the shower. All right, so I'm gonna see you March 25th. You're gonna cooperate with probation, okay? Questions of what I expect? All right. I'll see you in a few weeks. Just wondering if he has any problems, you bring him immediately here, okay?
Okay, Your Honor, thank you.
Thank you very much. That's all for the record. No. Mr. Goodrich, thank you for stepping in.
Mr. Amory?
We are ready.
And may I approach with an advice of rights and plea agreement on each file?
Please do. This is docket 4868FH. I'm sorry, 254868FH and 22227FH, 22226FH, 254866. 4866. People of the state of Michigan versus Michael Amory. Counsel, your appearances for the record.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. APA Bart Buxton on behalf of the people of the state of Michigan.
And Attorney Luke Goodrich, Public Defender's Office, here to represent Mr. Amory, who's standing to my right.
Sir, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to provide will be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth? And is it perjury?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sir, have you taken any medication yesterday or today?
Ibuprofen, I just got a tooth removed.
Ooh, that's not fun. Are you okay to proceed today?
Yes, ma'am.
Use any marijuana, alcohol, or any other drugs?
No.
All right. Are you supposed to have medication you're not on?
I'm not supposed to, no, I'm not.
Okay. Any sign of fever, COVID, or other illness?
No, ma'am.
All right. And you've had enough time to speak with Mr. Goodrich?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Sir, I understand there's going to be a plea today. Were you on probation, parole, or bond conditions before another judge at the time of any of these offenses?
No, ma'am.
And do you still live, I know I have several addresses, but you've been in front of me before, and I think one of the last ones I have is the Maple Run, is that
Yes,
still current? Okay, and who lives with you there?
My mother and my sisters, and my nephew and my niece.
All right, good, and are you working?
I'm getting Peckham. I just had an interview for Peckham actually, and they need my records of my disability, which has been a little bit hard for me to get. So I'm supposed to go to CMH today, and because they want to take 30 days to send me my records, but it's going to be a long time. I've got orientation that's supposed to come up, and they need to move forward in my interview process. Yeah. So I'm trying to get into Peckham.
Great, that's a great program. Okay, and you're a US citizen, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you on SSI or SSD?
No, ma'am. I was trying to also apply for that soon.
Okay, so I don't know what your situation is, but oftentimes you apply on your own, you get denied, you get a lawyer, and then it gets approved. So you might want to just talk to a lawyer who handles that.
Okay.
Okay, and get all your paperwork together and all that, it'll go quicker. Okay.
I didn't want them to charge me, the lawyer, but I mean, I might have to do it that way.
There's all sorts of different things that lawyers do, so you just have to talk to somebody who does, disability, and Mr. Goodrich might even know someone who can refer you to, I don't know if they charge or if they take it from, I don't know, but it's not like $5,000, so I generally, I mean, I don't know, I haven't done that kind of work for a long time, but, when you're applying for disability, there are certain lawyers who, they'll answer all those questions, and then you make a choice, okay?
All right,
All right,
thank you.
all right. What is the agreement on behalf of the people?
Your Honor, the plea agreement, there are pleas in both 25-4868-FH. In that case, Your Honor, the defendant will be pleading to count 1, stolen property, receiving and concealing a motor vehicle. The habitual offender, second offense will be dismissed at the time of successful plea and sentencing. There is a Killebrew agreement to treatment in lieu of any incarceration and restitution to be determined at sentencing.
I'm sorry, I'm waiting for my package. You said treatment in lieu of?
In treatment in lieu of incarceration.
Okay, thank you.
And restitution to be determined at sentencing.
Okay, and that would be on all files and all counts, including the dismissed counts. Correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
Okay.
In 25-4866-FH, the defendant be pleading to count 1, financial transaction device stealing / retaining without consent, and count 2, financial transaction device stealing / retaining without consent. And upon successful plea and sentencing, counts 3, count 4, and the habitual offender third notice will be dismissed in that file. As I stated, there is a Killebrew treatment in lieu of any incarceration and restitution to be determined at sentencing. From my understanding, Your Honor, in regards to the 22-227-FH file and the 22-226-FH file, these were previously pled to, and there were sentencing, for whatever reason, the sentencing never happened, Your Honor. So we would move forward with sentencing on those matters at the time of the sentencing on these 25 matters.
How did that never happen? Was that because of COVID?
Your Honor, just to inform the court, the court adjourned them last May, I believe is my understanding, and they just, I believe they had Mr. Berry, and they just never got rescheduled.
I wonder why, I don't know. Let me see if I have any notes. That's very odd, because that should have been. There was a sentencing date of February 1st.
I did time on those. I did 10 months on those charges.
You did?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's do a little bit of research, because this seems old. If in fact, let me just say this. If in fact these were old and never sentenced on, which I don't know, we'll have to research it. All this time we'll just have to run together, because I'm not gonna resurrect these dead files.
And that was the intention, Your Honor, is for everything to be resolved in one PSI report.
Okay, but if you did 10 months on these files.
And Your Honor, the notes that I have, and I don't know, I see that there was a sentencing date for February 1st of 2023, where the defendant failed to appear for the PSI.
Yeah, and that's what, I don't have a PSIR, so I don't know what happened here, but I think.
Your Honor, like I said, I believe it was rescheduled.
To May 3rd of 2023, that the date was ultimately canceled, it looks like by the court, and then I'm not sure what happened after that, Your Honor.
That's very odd. I don't know. I'd have to go through the file. I'm not gonna take time now, but I suspect he was in bench warrant status, or there was some other delay because they didn't get the documents, or didn't give time for the PSIR or something, and I have no idea, but whatever, these are very old. I'm not gonna worry about them. Whatever they are, we're going to just have all the sentence run concurrent with whatever I do in these.
I would agree with that, Your Honor.
So you're good with that?
Yes, ma'am.
And then, Mr. Goodrich, if there's something we can also look at, notes, court view, I have no idea, because this is unusual. But it was COVID times, and so who knows? Who knows what happened? Okay. So that being said, on docket 254868 FH, counsel, you're waiving reading the habitual second?
Yes, Your Honor, or,
And
well, all the habituals, yes.
yes, and then 254866 FH, you're waiving reading counts 3 and 4 and habitual third.
Yes,
And what has been stated is full, fair, accurate, and complete?
yes.
Sir, what has been stated is full, fair, accurate, and complete?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. As to the reading of the following information.
Yes, Your Honor. In file number 25-4868 FH, People of the State of Michigan versus Michael Jamal Amory, State of Michigan, County of Ingham, in the name of the people of the State of Michigan, the prosecuting attorney for this county appears before the court and informs the court that on the date and the location described below, the defendant in count 1, stolen property, receiving and concealing motor vehicle, on or about June 18, 2024, at South Pennsylvania Avenue / Kendon Drive, City of Lansing, Ingham County, State of Michigan. The defendant did buy, receive, possess, conceal, or aid in the concealment of a 2009 Nissan Sentra, a stolen motor vehicle, knowing or having reason to know or reason to believe that the motor vehicle was stolen, embezzled, or converted, contrary to statute. This is a felony that is punishable by up to 5 years and or $10,000, or 3 times the value of the motor vehicle, whichever is greater. To impose a fine of 3 times the value, the defendant must admit the amount, or it must be determined by the trier of fact at trial. See Southern Union Co. v. United States 567 U.S. semicolon NO period 11-94 in 2012. The court may order reimbursement to state or local government for expenses incurred in relation to the incident, including but not limited to expenses for emergency response and prosecution under statute. Take notice that the defendant was twice previously convicted. Oh, I apologize, Your Honor, that is the habitual offender. That is all for 25-4868-FH. In 25-4866-FH, People of the State of Michigan versus Michael Jamal Amory, State of Michigan, County of Ingham, in the name of the people of the State of Michigan, the prosecuting attorney for this county appears before the court and informs the court that on the date and at the location described below, the defendant in count 1, financial transaction device, stealing / retaining without consent, on or about November 20th of 2023 at 5843 South Martin Luther King Drive, City of Lansing, Ingham County, State of Michigan. The defendant did knowingly retain, knowingly possess, knowingly secrete, or knowingly use a financial transaction device without the consent of Keisha Naval, the device holder, contrary to statute. This is a felony that is punishable up to 4 years and or $5,000. And count 2, financial transaction device, stealing / retaining without consent. On or about November 20th, 2023, at 5843 South Martin Luther King Drive, City of Lansing, Ingham County, State of Michigan, the defendant did knowingly retain, knowingly possess, knowingly secrete, or knowingly use a financial transaction device without the consent of Keisha Naval, the device holder, contrary to statute. This is once again a felony punishment up to 4 years and or $5,000, and against the peace and dignity of the State of Michigan.
Thank you. Sir, did you understand what was just read?
Yes, ma'am.
So you understand in docket 25-4868-FH, stolen property, receiving and concealing a motor vehicle is a felony punishable by 5 years and or $10,000, or 3 times the value of the motor vehicle, whichever is greater.
Yes, ma'am.
And if there was any damage or personal injury, and the victim is seeking what we call restitution to make them whole, you would be responsible for that. However, if you disagree with the amount being sought, then you tell Mr. Goodrich he'll set a hearing in front of me and I'll determine the amount. The amount can go up, it can go down. Do you understand?
Okay.
And I don't know if anything's being requested. We'll determine that at sentencing, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And then as to docket 25-4866 FH, count 1, financial transaction device stealing or retaining without consent is a felony punishable by 4 years and or $5,000. And that's also the same with count 2, 4 years and or $5,000. It's the same offense, financial transaction device stealing, retaining without consent. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and counsel, I do understand why you started to read the habitual second. It's because they did not entitle it habitual second, so.
Yes.
I was looking for that as well, and when you read it, so it was just drafted poorly, so. Makes really no difference on this now. Anyway, all right, sir, it looks like you signed the advice of rights form. Did you read it before you signed it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand what you read?
Yes, ma'am.
And if you had any questions about your rights, were you able to ask those of Mr. Goodrich?
Yes.
Do you have any questions about your rights of this court?
No, ma'am.
And do you understand that if someone forced, threatened, or coerced you to plead, you need to tell me that now, because once you plead, I will not allow you to withdraw your plea. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
So are you pleading of your own free will?
Yes, ma'am.
And you're pleading of your own free will on both files?
Yes, ma'am.
And you have chosen to plead on these files after talking with your attorney, going over the evidence, whatever you wanted to with Mr. Goodrich.
Yes, ma'am.
And you've been satisfied with his representation.
Yes, I have.
As to docket 25-4866 FH, count 1, financial transaction device stealing, retaining without consent, how do you plead?
Guilty.
As to count 2, financial transaction device stealing, retaining without consent, how do you plead?
Guilty.
And sir, on docket 25-4868 FH, count 1, stolen property, receiving and concealing a motor vehicle, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Now, do you understand that by pleading, you're also giving up the right to an automatic appeal, which you would have had you had a bench trial or jury trial? And you are also giving up your presumption of innocence, the ability to cross-examine witnesses and evidence, the ability to choose to provide a defense or to remain silent or testify. You're giving up all those rights.
Yes, ma'am.
So if you want to appeal, you have to ask permission of the Court of Appeals to appeal. And it becomes their decision whether they think your issues are important or not important. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, has anyone told you what I will do at the time of sentencing?
Pardon?
Has anyone told you what I will do at sentencing other than in lieu of jail, you may go to treatment?
No, ma'am.
Harry. Sir, in regard to the financial transaction device, docket 25-4866 FH, did these offenses occur on or about November 20th, 2023?
Yes, ma'am.
In the city of Lansing County, Bingham State of Michigan?
Yes, ma'am.
At a specific location known as 5843 South Martin Luther King, you had a financial transaction device, 2 of them actually, or was it 2 attempts?
Your Honor, I believe he was in possession of the cards.
Okay,
So
you
he
had
retained-
2
he
cards
retained
that did not belong to you?
Yes.
And did they in fact belong to Keisha, Kisha, Naval, Naval?
Yes.
Did you know her?
No.
And how did you get those in your possession?
My little younger cousin, about an hour prior, gave them to me.
Okay, so you knew that she should not have them in her possession, they didn't belong to her, wasn't her name,
Yes.
and you should not have used them.
Yes.
You had no right or entitlement to them.
Yes.
Can you use them without permission in order to defraud the card holder and the bank of funds? Is that correct?
Yeah, well, I swiped it and it never worked, but I attempted to. Yes, ma'am.
But that was your intention. If it would have worked, you would have taken whatever funds you got or whatever products, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. And on this file, any additional questions from council?
And just to clarify, those are 2 separate cards?
2 separate cards, sir?
Yes, I only swiped one though.
Okay, but you had them both in
Yes,
your
yes, yes.
possession wrongfully, all right.
Nothing further from the
Thank
defense.
you. And now on docket 25-4868 FH, Did this occur on or about June 18th, 2024 in the city of Lansing County of Hingham, state of Michigan?
Yes, ma'am.
And you came in contact with law enforcement at a specific location known as South Pennsylvania Avenue and Kendon Drive?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you have in your possession a 2009 Nissan Sentra?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you know or have reason to know it was a stolen motor vehicle?
Slightly. I rented it
It's
from.
kind of like being slightly pregnant.
I didn't know, but I
You're
should have known. I should have known.
Okay, and what were the circumstances that made it so you should have known?
Basically, who I got the car from and the price that I paid him to use it, I should have known, but me being naive, right? It's completely.
Yeah, if I may I ask a question?
Please.
Okay, so you rented this vehicle from a friend of yours,
Yeah.
correct? And you did not pay a large amount of money to rent that vehicle? And you knew that the vehicle didn't belong to your friend?
Yeah.
Your friend had given you some line about borrowing it from another guy? or something?
Yes, yes.
So based on all those circumstances, is it fair to say you should have known that that car was stolen?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And, you came in contact with law enforcement at that South Pennsylvania Avenue and Kendon Drive?
Yes, ma'am.
And were you in the vehicle? Or?
Yes.
Okay, and so did they run the plates and figure out it was stolen?
Yeah.
And so then they stopped you, and then is that correct? And then they arrested you?
Yes.
And they took the vehicle?
Yes.
Was the vehicle at that time in the same condition that you received it in?
Everything was in the same condition. I actually had a lot of my all my stuff was in the car, and they also took all that. So I actually left it better.
Oh.
The car better than it was.
Okay, so what did you, so you had personal items in there?
Yeah, a lot of them.
So what kinds of things did you have?
A lot of my newer clothing. I had just got a whole bunch of
So are
clothing
those,
items. I was homeless. I was sitting in the car.
I see, so are those in the possession of law enforcement?
I told them that they didn't document nothing. I had a whole pile of stuff. Someone just.
So I'm gonna order that anything in the possession of law enforcement that's not part of this investigation, his clothing, personal items, ID, whatever is there, that be returned to him. And they should have logged it in, sir. I don't know what they did with it, but I'm just gonna order that it be returned. Obviously, you may owe restitution. I don't know if you used somebody else's gas or the scratching or whatever. We'll decide that at sentencing. Doesn't look like there's restitution on the other file, but as to personal items, you certainly can get those back. All right.
Yes.
So hopefully they still have it. On behalf of the people, any additional questions in this file?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
No, Your Honor.
Thank you. Sir, do you understand that you're gonna be on bond conditions if you violate bond or the law? I don't have to honor this agreement and I can just put you in jail and not rehabilitation or treatment or anything. I can just put you in jail or prison. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
And if I don't honor this agreement, I would like to withdraw your plea in this matter, but again, do it at the pretrial stage, although I don't know. The only real agreement is that I can do treatment in lieu of jail. But if I violate the agreement, you just need to let me know and then we'll make a decision at that time. All right. And are counsel aware of promises, threats, or inducements other than those already placed on the record?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
Has the court complied with the court rule?
You have, Your Honor.
Yes, you have, Your Honor.
I find defendants plea on each file has been freely, voluntarily, knowingly, and understanding, made without undue influence, threats, coercion, or promises of leniency. I also find there are sufficient grounds to accept the defendant's plea. Therefore, count 1 and 2 will enter on docket 25-4866 FH. The habitual third is dismissed in its entirety, and counts 3 and 4 are also dismissed on docket 25-4868 FH. Count 1 will enter. The habitual second is in its entirety, is hereby dismissed. As to a pre-sentence investigation report, it will encompass all 4 files, which will include 22-226 FH and 22-227 FH. However, any conditions, the court orders will apply to all, 4 files, the intention that everything will run together and these old files may be dismissed or otherwise handled. I don't know, but before I can dismiss them in order to follow the law, I have to have that pre-sentence investigation report, which I don't have. So, we're gonna handle all of these and then we'll proceed now. What is the sentencing date?
April 8th at 9:30.
Does that meet with your schedule, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so, Mr. Goodrich, if you could get that purple sheet showing the number of probation, I don't know if probation is still open now, if you can go down and make an appointment, they might not be. But sir, within 24 hours, you need to make that appointment with probation, okay?
Okay.
If you don't do that, on these 4 files, I'm just gonna put you in lockup until you get it done, let's get taken care of business and get all this behind you,
Yes, ma'am.
okay? Now, tell me about substance abuse. Are you using or what?
No, I'm not using it anymore. I went to rehab not last year, 2024 November. So I've been clean over a year, but that's
Okay, good.
I had a little slip ups here and there, but it's.
Okay, so we'll talk about those slip ups. Maybe we can put you in some kind of outpatient or some kind of follow-up treatment. Did they give you some recommendations for aftercare?
Just basically going to meetings. That's
Going to
one.
meetings?
I haven't went in a while, actually, to be honest, but I did it at the beginning.
Did they help?
Well, I started seeing people in there that were using, that were doing stuff, and I just they helped a little bit.
You know what, and that's true, I believe you. But that means you're going to the wrong meeting, find a different one. Usually the ones around churches or in churches have fewer deadbeats in there.
Yeah.
I know what you need, there's a lot of them that probably should close down because half the place is high. But there are a number of them that are just excellent. What I hear from people is the ones that are in the churches or adjacent buildings usually are better, but I don't know, you'll just have to find, because you really need to have a support system so we don't see this. This is a pattern of behavior we see with people who are using. And so we need to break the cycle and you need to have a support system, so.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes,
anything else?
No, ma'am. Thank you.
All right, bond and back conditions will continue.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Your Honor.
Any questions?
You know, the case is about led to murder of the guy slammed onto you. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Self-defense, you know.
He was, so self-defense carries with it, so, you know, if you and I got into some kind of fight. And, I felt the need to defend myself, that would be fine. If you can be aggressive. The problem comes in, that now I'm real angry about what you did. There's a few moments and now I attack you. So, you know, when you get into self-defense, there's a lot of variables. Is there a cooling off period? Is there a time to think about what happened?
We keep it educated.
I just want to like stuff up, like the
Is it
hardcore stuff.
appropriate if you've got?
I have again, I
I've
will
gotta
come
go.
to you.
Okay.
I mean,
You know,
how
help yourself.
threatened am I if you're doing this and I'm just bang bang? There's no fight here. Okay, so there's a lot of circumstances. I'll know what kind of sense. You'll probably be here to watch that. There's a lot more that goes into it and people get all, you know, upset about it, but he knows, he just doesn't want to say it. It's like, you know, I was beaten up and yeah, you know, I got real angry and that shouldn't have happened. Well, yeah, it shouldn't have happened, but that's when you dial 911, that's when you walk around the block and don't come back. Well, you had time to leave, you know, but you thought about it and then it was bang bang. So, you know, self-defense is a lot of components to it that we have to consider. Yeah, so if everybody said, yeah, you know, he put up his fist and they used that as self-defense, or I was high and didn't remember, or whatever. The whole, half the world would be dead.
Under 65, I'm like.
Right? So, no, so we don't allow that chaos. You really, you know, And we have to look at the reasonableness of the situation, and you look at it through the eyes of the person who thought they needed to defend themselves, and sometimes they're wrong about what they see, and that's okay, the law also applies to that. But there was no mistake here, he could have backed up.
Tomorrow is gonna be my worst day ever.
I don't know. He was angry, at sentencing, I'll know more, they'll do that in the interview, and they'll talk about it. Hey, all right. What do we have? Are we having problems?
Me, I'm the problem.
You're the problem again, she's the problem.
Confusion. No.
Yeah. This is not.
Oh, what do you got for me to sign?
It is not plugged power.
Oh, sign this. Can you keep that felony information?
I don't. Oh, I do. Last Friday, we had Ryan Thompson. She was supposed to show up for a sentencing last Wednesday. Didn't show by Friday. Benchmark, but
But then I
Friday's a snow
think-
day.
Yay.
Oh, just, I think then we make it Wednesday.
The real
I haven't
time
heard.
works.
I've been emailing
This
Brian. We've been busy for 4 weeks, so. But if he needs to be benchmark, it's
is
already a
not
week.
on.
Bench warrant, yeah, bench warrant.
I can do it right now.
Someone must have told me. I give him the charge. Right? So I know.
Oh, I sent up a rel and a bench warrant this morning. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know, you know what, I've got some stuff that I just, with all this,
The bench warrant, like, yeah, those are important, but the rels are what I'm more worried about, just because that's the guy that was acquitted. I mean, last thing he needs is a ticket.
oh, well, let me see if it's in this pile. Did you give it to Nicole? She just gave me a whole bunch of sentencing stuff.
I put it in the box, so,
Or you can just reprint it, I don't know.
yeah, I'll read it.
I'm signing stuff, I don't see that, but that doesn't mean it's not.
Here. Let's try and close out. We could be pouring power.
Yeah, I don't know. It was working yesterday and.
Well, I turned on.
We have a big homicide trial coming up. I need to also make sure that our printer is working.
Oh, yeah, Brian was supposed to check that out.
Yeah.
Did he leave?
I don't know. I don't think so.
He said he had to take a call.
Oh.
That hurt. Well, you can decide here.
We have a guy that, did you see, I don't know if you saw. That guy that was,
So.
he was real nice. He was just like, I actually.
This isn't plugged in, which is why.
He was like,
Oh,
"What's
my
this for?"
God.
I can't remember his
Okay.
name.
Who's
So
unplugging
when he
that?
was here in front of me last
That's a
time,
great
we had kind of
question.
a funny conversation.
shouldn't ever
and I
be
don't know,
unplugged.
I think it was about God. or
You know, I
something.
was wondering if there's a
And
light on.
Oh, yeah, I do.
I gave him that big Jesus, or that Jesus.
You did?
No. Gave him that
Wow.
Jesus.
Oh,
He says, I
that's
carry it
the-
everywhere. He showed me.
No.
That's what he pulled out of his pocket, was that.
That's it? Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, that was neat then.
Yeah, don't unplug.
You remember the
Just in general.
conversation, is that funny?
Well, I would.
That plugs this thing, which provides power and connection to this monitor, to this.
Oh my God. You
So-
don't want to know that.
The bench warrant, those do need to be out, but.
You thought that
yeah,
this
like I said,
power
the
does.
rels.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if,
No,
yeah.
this is what provides power. to the
That
line.
was so stupid. I don't like
This power cord right here is actually.
What?
what you don't need.
that trial.
I mean,
Wrong
I
one.
don't know if you guys want it, right? I mean.
That's
I even like.
That's the extra one when I go home, right?
Yes, but you shouldn't be taking this one home with you because this computer is not going home.
Right,
So like, why, like,
Right,
how does
that's-
that make it all the way?
that's how it was explained.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yes, now that should be,
When I turn it.
I know
okay,
this.
perfect.
I mean, assuming that
There
there's
was
solid.
some, there's a history here with the mom got charged with child abuse.
So I'll make sure that this actually turns on and that it's got everything in it.
And he got charged with child
And there
abuse.
was
They pled down
a network
to
cable that plugs into this as well. Where did that come?
93.
That was not, if that's what
You
you're
know,
talking
there's
about.
no mandatory.
I know.
Only like lawyers are.
So,
making-
I don't know when it
Doctors are
happened, but I
making-
found,
Basic citizen is not, he was not a mandatory reporter. And so they got him for
so
now.
I had, because I had two power, circuit protectors in here, and one went missing. Don't know when they happened.
He saw his mom do something, I don't know what it
But
was.
I don't know what it was.
But he got
So
hired.
they came and then they maybe put it
So
over
now
there,
he's
but
got. So
Maybe
that I
put
just,
over there.
they put my powers down over there, so I
a
don't.
90 days.
That's what I think happened.
Because of this height.
But I didn't.
The height is supposed to be non-public.
Oh, it's nice to try it with Wi-Fi, so
Okay.
That's why they wouldn't give them the weapon.
So what's going on with real
That's
time?
why they wouldn't give them the 90.
Real time is
That's why they
fine.
went from 5 year to
Okay,
2 year.
Yeah.
I thought you said there was something wrong with real.
No,
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 and also.
there is
don't worry,
no,
like,
so I don't
We'll
have
give
like
you.
email or anything on this.
Probably,
computer.
That's, because it's not supposed to be used for that. It's
Okay,
specifically for.
because-
Safe
the
class.
real time.
Because
Right, but I have
what
to.
he did
so
have
what's
to
gonna make-
register.
I have to get
And then he just didn't follow. up.
files off of that to put on
He
there
probably
because
just-
they
Use your
don't.
record.
He didn't,
Huh?
he doesn't have any criminal history.
Yeah, but also he doesn't know that. Like, I don't know if I'm going.
That,
through
you know
it.
how much
I-
easier that's
I
gonna
don't
be
think
for me?
I might just have-
Well, but the
Or
reason
much,
he did.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, not having to like email it or put a
You know,
Yeah.
because
thing in
knowing
and
me,
then go that way.
with this
Okay,
kind of
that's
thing,
good.
it was.
Yeah, because you're logging in as yourself when you're logging into the computer, so you
And
have
it's
access
hard
to all your
be
info.
in America without a
Right,
gun,
so
you know,
whether I put it in
It's hard to be.
I
in
figured out
America
this
without a gun.
computer or that
It's just-
computer,
I mean, it's
Yeah.
just,
you can
you know,
access.
Trump has not
Okay.
helped
Oh
anything.
my gosh.
I was actually gonna get my seat. The
It's
thing is,
all
I
good.
don't like, I don't like babies so much, but I do
I
want.
mean, depending on how long you've been dealing with
Why
that
don't you
problem,
go
you
to
can
taser?
call us anytime.
Yeah, I know,
Both the help
but I'm
desk
like,
and I are.
I had- I had
yeah,
someone break in when I was
I
young.
know. I just
They robbed
thought of
me.
it though
They
today.
robbed
I go,
everything.
wow, I'm calling on
We were
this
dead, bro.
guy.
Yeah.
So like,
and-
Which
Just
whoever
thinking
keeps
about that,
unplugging
I
your
was-
stuff, tell them to
Do you have ring
stop.
cameras?
Just,
yeah.
cause like, there's,
Well, I
people
mean,
keep
you have the
apparently
ring
unplugging a lot of
cameras,
shit
you
in
call
there.
911.
I know.
I
Put
would
sticky
get,
notes and stuff,
you
so
know,
don't
because if I
unplug
was
this
to see
or car
so many
will see it.
accidents with
Yeah,
kids and
like, stay
whatever,
away
I
from
would get a repeat taser. If
That's
I
what
get
I,
one, I would get a
it's
repeat
my
taser.
passive aggressive,
Yeah.
You
you
still
know,
have to go through
please.
Because just
registration
from an
class.
IT perspective, I shouldn't have to keep them
Yeah.
plugging them back in.
Right, and I'm like, well, why isn't it working now?
Which printers did you want me to
I'll see
check,
tomorrow.
Josh?
I just want to make sure that what we print, when that's on, when they do the press, you know, the circle or whatever, that the witness circles it and then it prints there that it's working.
Oh, the save to the disk thing?
Yeah, I just want to make sure that it's printing. So, because we've got like a 3-week homicide. And every single time I'm in trial, something's not working. You don't have to test it today, it could be tomorrow.
Well, I mean, if we have the Almo on, I can just push the button and we can figure it out.
Okay.
And-
I gotta go copy something for class.
What are you, so you gotta do both, you're saying? You only wanna do one or the other?
No, I'd like to just go to have a nap, but
Understandable. Sorry, it took a little bit longer than you expected this afternoon.
well, that's what happens when you get these guys, you know. But you see, when you talk to them.
Right.
Not gonna be a problem.
Yeah, something to me was off.
He probably needs mental health, but that's not the agreement. I
Right.
think he knew he's not, forensics basically finds a rock confident, so I'm not hopeful if they sent him anything would be accomplished, except he'd be more angry, so.
Mhm.
I'll put him in some anger management class and he'll be fine. It's not a case of hanging my hat on.
Right. I can see that, just kind of. Do what needs to go, needs to happen, move on. Seems like it's having trouble with the point maker.
So do we need to look at that screen or does that,
All the screens should be showing the
all
same
the
thing.
screens, but they're not all touch screens, so.
No, just this one and that one. I mean, this appears to be on, but then again, I also don't know how to work this device because it's not an IT device.
Let me get Brian.
Yeah,
Let
yeah,
me get Brian.
I can go grab it.
Yeah, okay. I don't know what he's doing. but- I may have to clean this mess before TV, but I'm not.
So you had to arrive earlier?
What?
Would you have to arrive earlier to do it?
I'll just clean it as we do jury selection or something, then I can be here till Monday.
Oh.
They can't, so juries can't be in.
Right, that's right.
Yeah. Show up. It's cool. Huh?
He's on a call here.
So we just gotta turn it on, and there's just a button.
I mean, it looks to be on to me, but I'm not sure how this works, so.
That's on, but then, so you have my thing.
I've got it set to the document camera on the press run here.
I wonder, because sometimes he uses, so yeah, it's document camera, I wonder if he has to use this. Because the other thing is, I need to make sure that TV is working too. Let me go get him. That TV needs to work as well. And that, I don't know what's the story, I don't know why that's not.
Okay, apparently podium is what the,
Oh, okay.
is what the document camera is considered,
Okay.
which is the wrong naming, but, so it's a print image. and it's,
So is our printer
Zoom.
working?
Should be, I'm hitting the print image right now. It should be
Well, I'm
working
putting
good.
paper in because I don't understand, maybe it wasn't working because they've got,
Is it that picture or this one? It's the one over here.
which one is it?
This one here.
This one?
Yeah.
So, which way is the paper? Why don't we have it?
Here, I can-
They do. Oh. So watch, when he does that, it's gonna print here, so that's when we get the exhibit, you know, in 1A. So there's there, but you said that one and that one, so the witness seat, so come over the witness seat. And this is on. You can see that. Oh, let's say it's a diagram. You can see it, it's got this. There's a shackle, there's a chain of or something, it's all here, and it's one there.
That's what that's
But
for.
so this, so.
That's what you mean by touch.
Mhm.
Oh, and it
Or you
shows
can
up.
say this, you know, this is where I was and this is where he was, and then the car was going like this. So now we've got, you know, and it'll, so I have circled where I was, I put a star where the other person was, and I put an arrow in the direction. So now we have, so this might be an intersection, right? Okay, it might be an intersection. That now prints.
But even with the fingering of the drawing,
Yeah, so the drawing will be underneath, the color draw, this, the whole document.
so it'll print just like it is shown.
Exactly like it's shown, so I'm just assuming it's not a written document, it's, you know, this is the whatever, but then I've done, this is where everybody was at this street sign or whatever. And then it prints, so this would be, and it is, this is 1, and this is 1A.
I see. Okay,
So now, when you're reading the transcript, it's the best evidence.
right, okay. Yeah, seeing it from, when you're explaining it, I got it, but again, like you were saying,
Yeah,
putting in the
seeing it-
practicality of
Yeah.
it is a whole
And
different
then,
deal. That explains why the pins are there to keep
Yeah.
it draw.
yep, and then. You can also, where the hell is the clear all here? Well, you can put another document, do whatever, or you get another witness for the same document, now you've got two different stories. And then you see which one fits for the color. Okay? And then you can change the colors. Now, how we change the colors, I don't remember. I changed it. Anyways. So you can.
The touchscreen is there and then the one is
Mhm.
right
So we have
there.
a color, I ordered a color printer, they had to work to figure out how to get it from touchscreen here, or the prosecutor could say, okay, from what you're describing, I'm drawing this, and they draw it there. Put yourself in, put yourself, is that correct? Yes, put yourself and the defendant, whatever, in that circle, whatever, however it is. But so they could do it over there, and then we get the witness here, and it makes the best record.
Colors on the top left. Well, I'm confused by that, but it does appear to be printing the, document.
Document, but not the.
Which document is that? That's not this document, is it?
The-
The printed
yeah.
this?
Well, I printed it before, I didn't put
Okay,
any
so now
annotations
we've
on it.
changed it to blue. Yeah, you were right, it changes it.
Okay, so if I hit print image,
See?
it should send the image to the printer and print it with the annotations.
Mhm.
I don't know why, but the paper drawer isn't closing fully, but it seems to be pulling the paper still, so I don't.
I'm telling you, every trial I have a problem.
Oh.
Now, did it come out with the printed? Yay, thank you, thank you, thank you.
That's good. I didn't really do anything, but.
No, I told Brian to test it, since you were here, I made you do extra work, but thank you, because
That's fine.
you know every trial I call you, every trial.
Better have you here now to fix.
Yeah, I'm glad to fix it now as opposed to tomorrow.
Exactly, because usually they gotta sneak in a lunch hour or something, and then.
Cool, well,
Thank you.
barring anything else going wrong before tomorrow, good luck with the trial.
Thank you. We're doing a nobody homicide. Court
Oh.
TV is actually gonna come on Monday, I think, and start streaming it, so. It's very rare, so. Sneak up and watch it. It's gonna be, I think, a good trial. I don't know any facts, I know nothing. I just know there's nobody in charge of homicide.
That's gonna be interesting to watch, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, no, I mean, if it's an open
And
trial. we'll definitely try to
Crino
find it.
is the prosecutor, he does an excellent job, so.
I mean, I would assume that he's pretty sure that he's gonna bring it to trial. So.
Yeah. Well, have a good night,
Yep,
thank you.
too. Have a great one. Want me to lock up the door?
That would be great if you can, thanks.